10 meteorologist Ross Cruz. So this as the hurricane is about to impact another part of the United States, Ross. So this is just a little taste of what is coming towards the eastern coastline.
Yeah, and it's just really sad. I was looking at a lot of these photos and watching that eye as it first hit, parts of Sanibel Island. I was just on vacation there a couple years ago. Such a beautiful island, and seeing that the roads are just impassable. Bridges to get across to the island just completely demolished. So it is just very sad and heartbreaking to see all those images out there. And of course, we're getting prepped for, landfall number 3, number 2 on U.S. soil, where now we're back talking with Hurricane Ian, back to a Category 1, max sustained winds at 85 miles an hour. And while we haven't seen, a bump up really with the strength over the last update, it has slowed down a bit, which is honestly maybe even more of a problem, because that's more time that this storm is going to be spending out into the Atlantic and just continuing to funnel moisture onto the parts of the Carolinas and even into Virginia. Expecting now to make landfall later this afternoon, maybe even into this evening, across parts of South Carolina, looking between Myrtle Beach, Charleston area, and again making its third and final landfall before becoming a remnant storm, where we'll start talking about the remnants coming our way. The big thing here, not everyone's going to see rain. It's probably not going to be close to a washout here in Columbus. It's looking like rain chances are going to be mainly out to the east, but still highlighting for you because we're right on that line. But we do have a lot of dry air in place, which I think will come in handy, and hopefully we can escape, the Buckeyes game on Saturday with maybe just a few showers. Other than that, we got more comfortable October weather coming our way. And I was just looking at some of the numbers for the month of September, and honestly, it is as close can be to a normal September as far as the numbers and averages go for rainfall and temperatures. So always kind of nice to see that and actually have, a September feel and look like September, but more so this week feeling like October. But of course, still very much hurricane season for us. Looking at the system of Hurricane Ian continuing to hammer parts of the Carolina coast with extremely heavy rain. Those clouds already extending up into West Virginia. We'll see some of those clouds, but still won't be here in time to keep these temperatures from falling further into the 30s out there. It's 37 in Delaware, 38 in Coshocton, it's 39 in Lancaster, 37 in Chillicothe, 44 in Jackson, 37 again up in Delaware. One of the cooler spots on the map that I've seen so far this week. We've had a lot of clouds, so that's kind of helped to keep things not from getting as chilly over the course of the week for us. But with the lack of clouds, that'll come in handy as we head into this morning with things warming up quickly then. 54 at 10 o'clock, 63 at noon, 67 at 2, and then likely peaking in the upper 60s for us today. We'll see some clouds associated with the remnants of Ian move in later tonight. That's going to be nice because we're not going to fall well into the 40s, but as a result, we're probably not going to be seeing temperatures climb as high as a result going into tomorrow, and still keeping the chance for some rain. Again, it is not going to be a wash for your Saturday. We will see the remnants of this system again gradually move up through the Carolina coast. Again, after making landfall later into the day, we'll continue to see clouds build across parts of southeastern Ohio heading into this evening, stretching across central Ohio. We have a lot of dry air in place. Winds are going to be out of the northeast, so we're not going to have, moisture being spewed in like we would typically see, when a system would come from west to east. This is just going to keep funneling in dry air. I was looking at a lot of the upper level sounding reports, looking at the atmosphere. We got a lot of dry air in place, which I think is going to help from a lot of this. It'll look like it's raining maybe, and then it's just going to be evaporating because it's going to be falling into some very dry air. Nonetheless, eventually we'll probably see enough moisture come in to where we'll start to see some heavy rain in spots across southeastern Ohio late in the morning. This particular model run just coming in has been pushing the rain a little bit further to the east now, so it's trending a little bit drier perhaps across central Ohio. But here we are at around 3:30, 4 o'clock. We're right on that line. So literally I-71 in west, you're looking bone dry. Not going to see any rain over the course of the weekend. Just a little bit east of I-71, you got a little chance to see some rain. Further east, good chance to see some rain. Probably along I-77 and east, there's probably close to a 90% chance that you're going to be dealing with some heavy rain out there. So this is a big difference and something that might be kind of surprising, but it's given this setup, we got a lot of dry air in place, and with this system bringing in that moisture, we'll probably end up seeing a decent amount of rain far to the east for us, but we're just kind of hugging that line. So not everyone's going to see a lot of rain there. So again, whenever we take a look at your 10-day, I do have Saturday highlighted because we could see some things change there that could easily change the amount of rain that we end up seeing seeing. But those rain chances, again, looking like they're diminishing for us. So keeping us still at about 40%. But I think most of that, again, is going to be out to the east. And it's more so we're taking a look at our whole coverage area here. We're not just talking about, Columbus. A lot of places to the south and east could very well be looking at a quarter to an inch of rain out there. So for right now, still looking at a small chance for a few light showers going into the game. But honestly, it's looking like most of the game is going to be pretty dry, just keeping the mention of a few showers that'll be coming through. So 40% chance of rain for us on Saturday. Again, most of the rain is going to be east of Columbus, especially for those along I-71 and west. You're looking at dry conditions all weekend long. Temperatures will be in the mid to upper 60s for us. And then heading into next week, more sunshine, more October-like weather for us. And, well, it will be October, so it'll be nice to see that trend going for us. And then maybe a chance for some rain as we head into next Thursday with some more late October weather as we head into next weekend.